Call to order the 21st regular meeting of Lynn City Council. Madam Clerk, roll call.
Counsel Barton.
Present.
Present Counsel Cahill.
Present.
Present Counsel Capano.
Present.
Present Counsel Chakutis.
Present.
Present Counsel Calucci.
Present.
Present Counsel Sia.
Present.
Present Counsel LaPierre.
Present.
Present Counsel Lozey.
Present.
Present Counsel Net.
Present.
Present Counsel Trahant.
Present.
Present Counsel Walsh.
Present.
Present. 11 present.
Maybe all rise for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And can we keep in our hearts Stanley Wojciechowski, who's a former Veterans Agent, and also the Caponegro family. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I will accept the minutes from the December 13th. Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Public hearings.
First public hearing, petition of Broadway Discounts Mario Sabatine for permission for a sign permit at 348 Broadway.
I'm going to open the public hearing for those wishing to speak in favor. Anyone wishing to speak in favor? Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor of Broadway Discounts, Mario Sabatine? For permission? Okay, we'll give you a minute. Council, if there's no one wishing to speak in favor, I will continue on and...
Can I make a motion to suspend the rules that we would
Yes.
take that? Allow me time to speak to the
Motion
applicant.
to suspend rules.
I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no.
Aye.
The ayes have it. There's a motion to push this particular public hearing to the end of the agenda. Motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Next public hearing.
Petition of Eliza Eugene LLC Leroy Harding for permission for a restaurant permit in order to lease commercial space at 110 South Common
Open the
Street.
public hearing for those wishing to speak in favor. Anyone in favor? Anyone in favor? Seeing no one in favor, I'm going to close the public hearing for those wishing to speak in favor. Open the public hearing for those in opposition. Opposition? Opposition? Seeing no one in opposition, I close the public hearing for those wishing to speak in opposition. I close the public hearing. Council Capano.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to table. I have a appointment set up to meet with the owner and some of the neighbors adjacent to the property in question.
Motion to table is non-debatable. Roll call.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Cahill? Yes, Counsel Capano?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Calucci?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Sia?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Lozey? Absent, Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Trahant?
Yes.
Yes, Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes, 10 yes. Next petition is petition of Seth's Convenience Store of Seth North for permission for a beer and wine license operating 7 days a week from 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 522 Chestnut
I'm going to
Street.
open the public hearing for those wishing to speak in favor. Anyone in favor? Oh, if you're wishing to speak in favor, just come on up to the podium. Just state your name and your address, and you can say whatever you'd like.
This one's Wayne's? Okay. This is Wayne's as well.
Good evening. Attorney Dina Karaman on behalf of the parties speaking in favor. Both parties are in favor. The business has been established for a very long time. Seth spoke to several of the neighbors in the area. There were no objections. The hearing was properly advertised, and we're asking for the petition to be approved.
Thank you, Counselor.
Thank
Just
you.
wait for a moment. There may be some questions at the end of the public hearing. I would suggest you sitting closer to the front, just in case there's some questions from the counselors.
Sure. I'll just get my
Thank you.
file.
Thank you.
Is the public hearing open?
Counselor Lozey, this is the petition relative
Of
to...
Seth's Convenience Store of Seth North for permission for a beer and wine license operating 7 days a week, 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 522 Chestnut
We
Street.
just opened the public hearing for those wishing to speak in favor. The petitioner's counsel has spoken in favor of it.
Okay.
We're going to continue with the public hearing in favor and then opposition. If there's any questions from the council, I imagine, or
Yes, there
motions,
will.
we'll entertain them.
Yes, so conclude.
We're in the process of motion to...
Okay, if you wanna conclude.
Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Seeing no one else wishing to speak in favor, I close the public hearing for those wishing to speak in favor. I open the public hearing for those wishing to speak in opposition. Opposition, opposition. Seeing no one wishing to speak in opposition, I close the public hearing for those who are wishing to speak in opposition. I close the public hearing. Councilor Lozey.
I have not spoken with the petitioner recently, and the last time I did speak to him, which was probably a year ago or more, at that time, I had told him I was not in favor of this, and that I was not convinced that it was a necessary or needed part of his business. So I'm going to make a motion to deny.
Second.
Motion has been made to deny. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Cahill?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Capano?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Calucci?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Seer?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Lozey?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Trahan?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. 11 yes.
Next public hearing.
Petition to National Grid Bob Coulter for permission to install approximately 30 feet plus or minus of 1 to 3 concrete encased conduit from customer-owned handhold on property at 119 Lynn Drive to provide service to an existing home.
I'm going to open the public hearing for those wishing to speak in favor. If you could just state your name and your address for the record.
Good evening. Mom, my name is Mike Cordima from National Grid Electric, 170 Medford Street, Malden. The customer's doing their new service over, so their contractor's installing new conduit and a handhole on their property. They'll be running from there into the street into a manhole that we have, and their contractor will be repairing the street and sidewalk. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Seeing no one else wishing to speak in favor, I close the oh, yes, please.
I'm not sure if it's favor or against, but I'm...
Well, that's
and
for you to decide.
I'm Todd Robinson. I'm at, I own 19 Kimball, which is next door. So I just had some questions, technical kind of questions. I'm not sure if this is the venue.
So, sir, this is a public hearing. What I would suggest is that you voice your questions, and that in the hopes of the city councilors to ask said questions or request responses to said questions.
Okay. My questions would basically be mainly, would any of the work, have to go across my property because it's underground utilities and we're not really sure where they go, as an abutter. And the other thing is what I'm going to be looking to upgrade my electrical service, and if it's some of this is a shared conduit, I would like it noted to be sized to accommodate our upgrade in the future. Another one is the sidewalk and the curb and the handhold that's existing there are pretty beat up. So if we can get those replaced and replaced with, a similar, it's all concrete out there, so prefer not to have a little section tarred there, just have it replaced with what is existing. That's the bulk of it. So,
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Seeing no one else wishing to speak in favor, I close the public hearing for those wishing to speak in favor. I open the public hearing for those in opposition. Opposition? Opposition? Seeing no one in opposition, I close the public hearing for those wishing to speak in opposition. I close the public hearing. Councilor Seer.
Thank you, Mr. President. A lot of the houses that are built in that area, built over 100 years ago, and when they put the electrical services in, most of them have what they call a 100-amp service. The problem is that when you go and sell a property and another person buys it, in order to either get insurance into the house, for the house, you have to upgrade your service to a 200-amp service. I've already talked to the people who own the property. In order for them to move in there, they need the approval. I have no issue with that or any problem, but I would also like, if they have to upgrade the pipe, but it's got to be, I think, and I'm not sure, because I know when you're doing construction work and you have to upgrade a sewer line so that another abutter or somebody else can tie into that line, that abutter has to assume the responsibility for the payment of the upgrade of the pipe. So I don't know if that's a stipulation or what, but I mean, I'm in favor of this, so I'm gonna make that's something you're gonna have to work out with National Grid on the upgrade of the pipe. So, makes sense while they're in the ground to do it, now would be the time to do it. So I'm gonna make a motion to approve.
Motion made to approve and seconded. Any discussion? Any discussion relative to some of the questions that the gentleman
Yeah, I
asked?
just had a
Yes.
quick question, Council President, to the gentleman from National Grid. Now,
Please.
can that neighbor and this neighbor, do they generally, would you share the same hole, like with the conduit, or?
The customer we're petitioning for is paying for all this construction themselves out of their own pocket.
So they aren't even using you, really? They
No.
have- So they have someone
No.
else doing all the digging, you're just tying it in?
Correct. And it's going to curve out of the manhole through their sidewalk onto their private property. So the handhole's located on their property as well, so,
So it wouldn't even affect this
no.
gentleman's
It won't affect his area around his sidewalk or anything, but it's on private property, and he won't be able to share that
He'd have to get
handhole.
his own contractor, too.
Yes,
I'll call you.
build a similar facility for himself.
So that answers some of his questions, I think.
That's a new handle.
Right, the customers purchased it themselves and all.
Okay, thanks, that's all I have.
Thank you. So motion has been made and seconded to approve. Any further discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Cahill?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Capano?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Calucci? Yes. Counsel Seer?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Lozey?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Trahan?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. 11 yes. And we'll go back to the first petition, petition of Broadway discounts, Mario Sabatine.
Are we ready for that?
Public hearing's closed, or we have to open
We're
it?
going to
the
start the
last
public
one.
hearing.
I'm going to make a motion to table, but should we?
Why don't
We
we,
have to have the public hearing
we'll have the public
first.
hearing,
Okay.
and then we'll take a motion at appropriate time.
All right, petition of Broadway discounts, Mario Sabatine, for permission for a sign permit at 348 Broadway.
We'll open the public hearing for those wishing to speak in favor. Anyone wishing to speak in favor? Anyone wishing to speak in favor? You can speak in favor. It's a good time to speak in favor.
You can have- Thanks.
Hi. If you can state your name and your address for the record.
Mario Sabatine, I'm at 245 Andover Street in Peabody. But my business place is at 340A Broadway in Lynn. It's Broadway discount. And I'm applying for a sign, it's 5 by 5. That's about all I could say.
Thank you very much. All right. Okay. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? Seeing no one else wishing to speak in favor, close the public hearing for those wishing to speak in favor. Open the public, for those who speak in opposition. Opposition, opposition. Seeing no one else wishing to speak in opposition, I close the public hearing for those wishing to speak in opposition. I close the public hearing. Councilor Lozey.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to table
Motion made at
this.
the table is non-debatable.
Second.
Roll call.
Counsel Barton?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Cahill?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Capano?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Chakutis?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Calucci? Yes. Counsel Seer?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel LaPierre?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Lozey?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Net?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Trahan?
Yes.
Yes. Counsel Walsh?
Yes.
Yes. 11 yes.
Any public hearings to be set down?
We have no public hearings to be
Have
set down.
no public hearings to be set down. Unfinished business.
Unfinished business, the ordinance committee report of December 13th, the following vote to be made permanent, ordered that the city of Lynn hereby accepts the provisions of Mass General Laws, Chapter 44, Section 57. That's the one I was given.
Motion to approve.
Moved and seconded. Discussion. I just have one question. Councilor Lamana, relative to Chapter 44 of Section 57. Just want to make sure this is accurate, because I looked it up and it was about railroads.
You looked it up?
Touche.
This is what I
It
was
is
saying.
about
My understanding
the
is
city's ability to tax railroads. So I'm assuming there may be some kind of clerical error here.
I believe the intent of this ordinance was to allow the city of Lynn to adjust tax payments delinquencies. So if a license holder that owns a restaurant is behind on taxes, they would be able to, the city of Lynn could adjust that. And only through accepting this ordinance, this statute, could you do that.
I'm going to suggest that we give a quick...
A friendly amendment, I would suggest,
We
if you
give a
looked it up.
quick break to Attorney Lamanna to go back and just double-check this chapter and section, because it does deal with railroads, and just to make sure that we have a clerical clarity here.
Forthwith.
Thank you very much. So we'll put that on hold. Motion made to hold. Second and all. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Personnel Committee.
Personnel Committee report of December 13, 2016, the appointment of the city clerk.
Chairman Lamanna. Lapierre.
Mr. President, I would like for the clerk to read into the record a recent applicant who was withdrawn.
Dear Madam Clerk, please accept this letter as a formal letter of withdrawal for the above referenced position. Thank you for the opportunity. Very truly yours, Timothy Phelan.
Motion made to accept the committee report? Yes.
Second.
Made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Which brings us to the appointment of the city clerk. The appointment of the city clerk shall occur via roll call, where each counselor will state the name of his or her preferred candidate, and we will continue to do said roll calls until a candidate is chosen. Shall not one receive the requisite 6 votes. Are we all prepared to continue to vote? I see head shaking yes. Madam Clerk, roll call on the appointment of the city clerk.
Counsel Barton.
Andrea Crichton.
Andrea Crichton. Counselor Cahill.
Crichton.
Crichton. Counselor Capano.
Janet Rowe.
Janet Rowe. Counselor Chakutis.
Andrea Crichton.
Andrea Crichton. Counselor Calucci. Crichton. Counselor Seer.
Janet Rowe.
Janet Rowe. Counselor LaPierre.
Janet Rowe.
Janet Rowe. Counselor Lozey.
Janet Rowe.
Janet Rowe. Counselor Net.
Andrea Crichton.
Andrea Crichton. Counselor Trahan.
Janet Rowe.
Janet Rowe. Counselor Walsh.
Janet Rowe.
Janet Rowe. 1, 2, 3.
Janet Rowe has been
Janet Rowe's
appointed.
the new clerk.
Janet Rowe has been appointed.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Janet. Personnel Committee report from
That
December
one's done.
13th.
That's it. For tonight's meetings, Public Safety and Public Health Committee, the following individual was appointed Constable Fotis Plessis of Lynn.
Counselor Barton.
Unanimous vote of committee, motion to approve.
Motion made to approve and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it.
Licensing. Licensing.
Unanimous vote of committee, motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made.
And Ways and Means. If there's no objection,
No
I'll read
objection.
them
Read all together.
Ordered that the city comptroller take the following actions: transfer the sum of $5,035.53 from Lynn Police Department expense to bills of prior year. Police, transfer the sum of $1,000 from insurance losses expense to Lynn Police Department expense. Transfer the sum of $10,000 from parking expense to parking expense and bills of prior year. Transfer the sum of $411.35 from veterans' expense to bills of prior year veterans. Certify as an available fund the amount of $10,033.44 as allotted to the City of Lynn Police and Fire Department by the Department of Public Health to increase previous reward for administration of Narcan. Certify as an available fund the amount of $158,260.00 as allotted to the City of Lynn School Department by the Department of Public Health for the fiscal year 17 Essential School Health Grant.
What's the wish of the council? Counselor Net.
Unanimous vote of the committee to approve.
Motion made to approve and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Is there emergency on that?
Yes, it was emergency.
Emergency made, seconded. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it.
That's it. That's all I have.
And new business. Happy holidays. Councilor Calucci.
Merry Christmas to all, good night, motion to adjourn.